Welcome once again to the Visual Vapor Reviews. I'm your host, Michael Cobb, and today we'll be getting a look at the new Nic Salt flavors from MAXX Vapor. So, today I've been waiting for a little bit of the review. It's my first review of the week, really. I haven't had the chance to do it yesterday. I was planning on doing it on Monday, but things got in the way. I had a lot of other stuff to do, and I ended up going swimming because it was so hot. So anyone who was around yesterday in the general Hillsborough areas know that it was really, really hot. So you're probably wondering, why in the heck am I dressed in blue jeans and this t-shirt? So that's because I'm going to an interview at Sylvania today for a new job. Hopefully I'll be getting that job sooner rather than later. I'm just really hoping I nail it. I'm a little nervous, but in any case, so let's get right into the review. There we go. MAXX Slushy Nic Salt flavor. So Nic Salts are basically, they allow you to use a higher nicotine level without the harshness of a throat hit. So people who use high nicotine levels, like they smoke maybe 2 or 3 packs a day, they could use this level of Nic Salts and never have to worry. So what I've got right here is a 36 milligram level of Nic Salt. So I'm kind of unsure what tank to use here because I know Nic Salts run at a lower wattage. They use better. Typically, you're supposed to use a pod mod with them. So why don't I sit over and grab over here my... that ought to do it. Okay, let's sit my rear end down and get my Victory X tank. That ought to do it. Okay, so we've got my Victory X tank right here. And it's all juicy and whatnot, so I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, hopefully. Try and get as much liquid out of it as possible before doing that. In fact, let me clean this up a bit. Alright, so I'm back. Got the X tank all taken care of and ready to go. We're gonna take some of this Nic Salt and go from there. So you've seen the review on the X tank. I'm a little excited here. I'm just going to put enough liquid here to get it going. So I'm going to fill it halfway. That way we have enough here just to experience it. Not really use it because I don't use Nic Salts. I'll be getting rid of this flavor as soon as possible. And it's for sale right now. So anyone who's interested can PM me or message me about it. Be more than happy to sell it to you. Take my Horizon Falcon Tech off there. Just set it right there for a little bit. There we go. Okay. Clean off my iJoy Diamond and set it up. Okay, so now let's turn this down to 20 watts. Actually, better yet, we'll turn it down to 15 watts. 12, 13, 16... 15 watts. There we go. So you'll notice the angle is a little off. That's because... hold on. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Not really used to using this thing. I'm using kind of a new stand. So, sorry about that. There we go. Alright, so we've got this at 15 watts. And we've got the Victory X tank ready to go. So Nic Salts, apparently you can use and enjoy a Nic rush in just a couple of hits. So I'm not one for nicotine, as you guys well know, but because of the review, I'm going to do it today. So let's see what she does. Here goes. Satisfying cloud. Definitely like it. I'm going to try and adjust this a little bit. Sorry about that. There we go. That might do it better. Sorry about the blackout. Alright, there we go. So, it's definitely a useful flavor. I like it. It tastes just like my Slushy from the original MAXX Slushy. Not noticing any throat hits. It's not really even feeling like strong like nicotine was. Now, I'm not going to do a mouth-to-lung hit simply because I don't want nicotine in my lungs if I can help it. So, 18, let's turn this up to 20 watts. There we go. 20 watts, ready to go. Let's see how well this handles it, because I've got the airflow all the way open, and it's at the max level of wattage for this tank, so I'm hoping it will taste pretty good. So let's see what she does. Definitely a good flavor. I love the I love how the slushy is just coming off nice and rich. It's definitely a good 100 milliliter bottle. I like it. Loving it a lot. It tastes just like a slushy. Thankfully, for my own happiness and sanity here, I've got my MAXX Slushy Original No Nicotine coming in on tomorrow, so I'll be looking forward to that. Really can't wait. But yeah, definitely a good slushy flavor. I definitely recommend it if you're trying to get off cigarettes and you need a high nicotine level. Let's get another rip off that. Oh yeah, the slushy's much more pronounced at 20 watts. I'm going to be selling the X tank eventually because I just really don't have a use for such low wattage of a tank. It's definitely a good tank. I absolutely love it, but at the same time, I just can't handle it. I don't like the nicotine level. I'm already starting to feel it. My head's just starting to pulse a little bit or throb slightly. I'm definitely feeling short of breath almost. I'm noticing a relaxing state kind of coming over me. I'm noticing the feeling, things are becoming a little more exaggerated. And that's pretty much what happens when this person who doesn't use nicotine tries nicotine. So for something at just 30 to 60 watt, 35 milligrams of nicotine, definitely interesting. So let's take you back on a little backstory here. Hold on just a sec. Gotta fix the camera a bit. There we go. So, little backstory. When I first started vaping, I was really inexperienced, didn't know much about it, just wanted a different alternative than smoking. So I got a Mark 10, and it was a little e-cig, and I figured out how to hack it, so it was like a mini RDA. And I asked for some juice. The guy I said, just give me what you think is best. I think he was being funny because he gave me a 36 milligram level straight up nicotine of Coca-Cola. When I took a rip off that on my little e-cig, I literally coughed up a lung, and I got rid of it immediately and started going for 0 because I didn't know that nicotine was in it, but that's when he told me. So when I came back saying, I coughed up a lung on this stuff, what is it? He's like, oh, that's got 36 milligrams of nicotine. This stuff has the exact same amount as when I tried it, and yet it still tastes like there's no nicotine whatsoever. So if you need the nicotine, well, you don't need it, but if you enjoy the nicotine without the harshness of a throat hit like that, then this Nic Salt series is definitely for you. They come in a various array of 36 to 50 milligrams nicotine levels, and they also come in multiple different flavors. All the MAXX line that you see on SS Vape, that's what you got right there. So MAXX Slushy's 36 milligram nicotine Nic Salt series is definitely a winner for the nicotine vapors out there who are just in it for the Nic rush or just enjoy vaping with the amount of nicotine without such a harsh throat hit. So it's definitely a good flavor. No real complaints, just the way it's making me feel, and I really don't, it's not for me. That's just it. So while it is a good product, and I highly recommend it for you guys who use nicotine and like high-level nicotine levels, go and get it at ssvape.com. They're selling it. They have a huge deal on it, 15% off their store right now if you go get their email, and you can use the product code, and you don't even need a product code. It comes off at checkout. So be sure to go to ssvape.com and pick up your MAXX Nic Salt line for all your vaping amenities. But in the meantime, so I enjoy flavors as much as the next guy. I love rich flavors. So I'm thinking to myself just now, it occurred to me that I have the best kind of flavor taster on the market. Well, in this case, my market. So why was I neglecting it? I didn't even know it until just now. So I shouldn't neglect it any further. I'm going to put my RDA on there, clean it up a little bit, There we go. Get some of that excess juice off of there. Vape it off real quick. Turn it up to 60, actually, better yet, 80 watts. And vape off some of that excess juice before I try this Nick Salt on my RDA. So let's give it a try. Okay, we got that excess juice out of there. It's a little tight on my coils right now, so let's see what we can do. I'm going to drip a little bit of the Nick Salt MAXX slushy flavor on my coils. See what it does. See if it tastes as good as the Victory X tank. So, kind of got my hopes up considering that the RDA is the king of flavor, so let's see what she does at just 80 watts for this tank. Not bad at all. I'm definitely getting more slushy, and now there's a little bit of harshness. It almost feels like a light flavor. I enjoy it a lot. The Nick Salts are definitely not for me. I'm going to get all this juice out of here real quick, enjoy a couple vapes on it, and then basically leave it alone. Because, wow, that is definitely too much nicotine. You will get Nick sick. I will not vape enough to get Nick sick, thankfully, so I'm just gonna just finish it off real quick and then call it done, because I only put enough on there for approximately 3 vapes off this before it goes dry, so all the flavor will be out of it by the time I drip my next flavor on it. So here's to hoping. There we go. That's the third vape on that, and the final for the Nick Salts of the Slushy MAXX line. So that is definitely a good flavor. I'm not going to be filling up my prime tank with that, my Horizon Falcon Tech coil. I'm not going to be putting Nick Salts in this thing. This is my primary. It's my last tank of juice, and I really don't want to contaminate it with so much nicotine. So thanks so much for checking this out, guys. I've been really looking forward to doing this for you for a while. It's been a long time in coming, and now I finally had the chance to do it. So these are the Nick Salt line from the MAXX series, slushy flavor. I can't wait to do more for you guys. This will be my first and only review of the Nick Salts for SS Vape. So if you guys are interested in it, go to ssvape.com. You'll get your Nick Salts and whatnot for all your vaping amenities. However, I do recommend it. Do not recommend it for people who use just 3s or 6s. This is not something to play around with. Nicotine is a highly addictive chemical, and at the same time, while it does create a head rush and a buzz, it is not healthy for you guys to be using on a regular basis. So I have to give you that warning right now. Also, what's necessary to know is that unless you are a heavy smoker trying to quit and you need a high nicotine level to gradually work yourself down, do not use the Nick Salts. It is just too much nicotine. So there is such a thing as too much. I don't use nicotine in mine simply because I enjoy the flavor and the clouds. So without further ado, these were the Nick Salts from MAXX Vapor line, slushy. I was really happy with it. It definitely is a good product. It tastes good, but next time I'm just gonna stick with straight up liquid and sell this stuff, because other than reviews, I have no use for Nick Salts. So until next time, I'm your host, Michael Cobb. These have been the Visual Vapor reviews, and next time I'll probably be doing a review on either liquid or a new tank or something. I want to get the new Q tank, which vapes 2 flavors at once. I'll see what I can do, and I'll let you guys know. So until then, peace, guys.